Okay, hi, my name is Darren. Welcome back to my episode and channel. So for those who are new here, I'm a competitive player who likes to play doubles in a VGC format, and I like to team build on especially on a featured Pokemon. For this case, in Pokemon Champion in this current season, M-1 Mega Pokemon is of a rise right now. So yes, that's the reason why I am going to feature those Mega Pokemon, especially those Mega Stones, or those Mega Pokemon that you can get those Mega Stones in the early access as possible, so that it's free for you guys. So right now, yeah, there are some Mega Stones. If you didn't know about it, there are some Mega Stones that you are able to get in the tutorial. And yes, for the past few weeks, and in fact, it's going to be close to the end. I have already made videos for those that we are able to get those Mega Stones from the tutorial. Otherwise, some of them or a few of them are from the Battle Pass. So yeah, if you have started playing this game right from the start, I think by now you should have enough Pokemon and VG points. So yeah, I think you should have enough VG points to be able to buy some Mega Stones right now. So yeah, for now, I'm still keeping my VG points. I'm not going to buy the Mega Stones just yet until I want to make a video out of it. So yeah, that is my plan and moving forward for this whole year. Actually, that's fine, I guess. So yeah, yeah, so please do check my other videos out if you haven't done so. I do post some interesting videos here and there, and the strategies behind that featured Mega Pokemon. So feel free to check it out. So yeah, today's episode, it will be Mega Heracross. So Mega Heracross, once you Mega the Heracross, its speed unfortunately has been nerfed a little, but its attack stats has become the highest. In fact, Mega Heracross has the highest attack stats in the whole game, or I should say in this current season right now. So yeah, Mega Heracross. So yeah, his attack stat has been greatly buffed, but his speed stat has been nerfed slightly from 85 base speed to 75 base speed, and he gains a new attack. No, sorry, what attack? He gains a new ability called Skill Link, and that's the reason why I Bullet Seed, Pit Missile, Protect, and Rock Blast. So Rock Blast is pretty good, especially against Charizard. Pit Missile is a stab, but otherwise Pit Missile is a great answer against majority of the Trick Room Pokemon, so that you are able to get rid of it, because as you can see, my team is pure. It's not exactly a hard Trick Room team. I mean, it's not exactly a fast team, but you do not want to set up a Trick Room. So yeah, Bullet Seed is a very good answer against especially all the water type Pokemon. Just take note, yes, Bullet Seed can one-shot a Busker Legion. But if the opponent has, if the Busker Legion is a bit more of a tank, there is a small chance that Busker Legion will be able to survive it. So just take note of it. Sorry, and Bullet Seed, yes, it can one-shot a max HP and max defense of a Milotic. So if Milotic doesn't have Citrus Berry, Bullet Seed just one-shot him. So that is one thing to take note. And likewise for Milotic, I did mention Milotic. So likewise for Rotom, I can also one-shot Rotom. So that is one thing to take note, because it has been a rise. I think by the time you watch this video, or the video that I've recorded today, yeah, I've always seen a lot of Milotic. Sorry. I've always seen a lot of Milotic, Rotom, so Bullet Seed is a good answer. Take note, Helping Hand Bullet Seed, you can one-shot a Garchomp, providing if Garchomp is not a bulky variant. So yeah, otherwise it will always be a two-shot from a Bullet Seed against a Garchomp, in any Garchomp. For any Garchomp, it will always be a two-shot with a Bullet Seed. So that is one thing to take note over there. So yeah. So yeah, as you can see, because Heracross is really weak against Flying, Psychic, and Fairy, mostly on Flying and Fire, and that's the reason why it's a great Archelodon is a very good answer, or a very good resisted switch in with Heracross. So likewise, Heracross is weak to ground and fighting. Heracross is a good switch in with Archelodon. But truthfully, you don't really want to tank. I mean, you don't really want a Heracross to tank Earthquake and Cross Combat. So yeah, but if you need to, especially a Garchomp Earthquake, yeah, you have an options to swap into Heracross and able to tank a hit from it. So yeah, and because Heracross and oh sorry, I'm so sorry, I have a very bad cough right now. Yeah, I'm still not feeling well for the past few days. So yeah, Heracross and Archelodon is really weak against fire, and that's the reason why Archelodon, Heracross with Pelipper, Under the Rain, I think it's a good synergy. So yeah, that is my team build around it, and hence that's the reason why my rest of my other mons is kind of a standard mon or a standard team with Archelodon. So as you can see, this team is like, it's like there's not much of a difference with Archelodon, and hence because the role of Heracross is very similar with Busker Legion. Busker Legion of course is obviously the superior option because last respect just one shot a lot of mons, but Heracross is a bit similar to that extent. So yeah, sorry, I was trying to think, but I can't exactly remember what I was trying to say. But yeah, that's the main rule of using Heracross. So at the same time, why this team is also kind of pretty good is because Rotom, Pelipper, Sinistcha is a fire, water, grass, core, or any other switch in, you can, any other resisted damage you can have a safe switch in. So yeah, Rotom, I don't have a Scarf Rotom, but I think I want to have a Citrus Berry because take note, Helping Hand, Bullet Seed can one shot any variant of Floret. So just take note of that. If you're able to Helping Hand and Bullet Seed, it can get rid of any Floret. So, but just take note that for a bulky variant, there is a small chance that Floret will be able to survive a hit. So yeah, there's a bit of a small chance. I can't exactly recall, but there's a small chance of that. So yeah, that's the reason why I felt that I want to go into Helping Hand. So yeah, but yeah, otherwise Rotom is a good answer against Charizard. So yeah, last but not least, Sneasler, because my team is still still pretty weak against a fairy type, especially Floret. So I also realized that Archelodon, any variant of Archelodon, even with max HP and special defense with special defense nature, I will not tank a Light of Rune. So yeah, just take note of that. So I didn't know about it until I did my research, but yeah, you're not able to tank a Light of Rune from from a Mega Floret against an Archelodon. So that's why Floret is a very big counter against this team. So yeah, Sneasler is unfortunately Sneasler and somewhat Archelodon is my only counter against Floret. So yeah, Sneasler, Direct Claw, Fake Out, Protect, and Close Combat. So yeah. So if you take a look at my skill point spread, my Sinistcha and Archelodon and Rotom is a bit of a different build, as you have seen from like other famous streamer videos. This EV spread is just so that after a tailwind you can outspeed every one of them, especially Rotom and Archelodon. Yeah, you can basically outspeed every single Mega Pokemon, provided if the opponent doesn't have a Scarf or set up a tailwind. So once you set up a tailwind, you basically outspeed. So the reason why I chose Rotom to have this skill point spread, it's still not optimal, I feel, because there may be some scenario that I do want to outspeed some other Scarfmon, but for now I think this skill point spread is it works already pretty well. So but the main reason why I want it to be higher than Archelodon is so that I can Electro Web the opponent, and then Archelodon can just get rid of the mon in the next turn, in just before Rotom. So yeah, and Sinistcha, once again, after a tailwind, is basically to able to outspeed a Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar is 200 base speed, so yeah, that is the reason. So yeah, that is my team. feel free to use it. I guess I will see you in the battle. Okay, so this is the first battle. Okay, a rain team with a rain team. I'm only scared of Basket Legion, so yeah. But because it's a rain team against a rain team, I don't mind just leading with Predator, Archelodon, and Heracross. And since because of that, yeah, I don't mind leading with Signature. I'm only scared of Pelipper because of that. I'm thinking of leading with. I'm thinking of having your Tom to come in. But I feel like I do want to have a follow me. That's the reason why. I do want to have a follow me option. Because your Tom is a fire type, so you definitely don't want to tank water damage from it. Yes, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water type. It's like it's basically a water gym. It's basically a water type gym, so yeah. Milotic and Blastoise, okay. I'm just going to use I'm just gonna tail in and Electro Shock. So yeah. I'm going to Electro Shock into Blastoise, so yeah. If your pick out is fine. I don't mind you picking out against me. It can boost my defense boost anyway. Archelodon is gonna be my Supermon over here anyway. And after this, are you going to IC me or Koi? Money Water. Okay, do not. Just do not. Oh, actually that did so much damage into my arch. Hurricanes and Dust. As long as Milotic doesn't Koi or Hypnosis, I'm okay. Wow. You are just mega right in front of me after I set up a tailwind. I will outspeed you, so yeah. Okay, I will two-shot my... Oh, that... Okay, never mind. That was a crit. I'm so sorry. At first, I thought you were going to IC win, so yeah. Okay, Blastoise gone. Money Water. That's fine. So I'm going to... Okay, if that did 54% with a crit, so that means I will not be able to kill. So I'm going to White Guard. Paper might die here, but this is just to prevent Muddy Water from happening. So yeah, I'm not scared of Bass. In fact, I will outspeed Bass. So yeah. Because Basket Legion, if it's a Scarf, it has 214. But after a Tailwind, I have 224. So yeah. Unless Bass is Sash, but nah, there's no way. Yeah. Come on, this is so I'm supposed to feature a Heracross. Arch. Okay, yeah, it's a little too late. I am going to Hurricane into Arch and just Dragon Pulse into Arch. If he protects, so be it. Okay, Milotic protects, okay. Yeah, they could double protect, so it doesn't matter. Because, okay, so one reason is why I attack into Archalodon is none of my mons are able to attack into Archalodon. So yeah, unless I bring Sneasler, but I didn't bring Sneasler. And I know that my Heracross will definitely just one-shot Milotic, so that's why. So that's why I double down. So even if Archalodon protects, I'm okay with it. Since I already know that I'm able to tank a Muddy Water from it. So yeah, GG. Okay, short game. What a great one. Not Heracross, but it's just showcase the power of Heracross partner. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's move on to the next game. Okay, we have a Basket Legion team. Okay, because he has a Girafarig, I need excuse me. I need Heracross. How do I deal with Basket Legion? I don't know if I'm able to tank a Wave Crash. I think I'm only scared that he live with King Gambit, that's why. I'm scared he live with King Gambit. So yeah, I go Heracross and Sinistcha is so that I can Rage Powder and just bullet seed them up, so yeah. No, Sneasler and Fey Giraffe. That's not a good sign. I have to pin Missile and Fey Giraffe and Rage Powder. I have no choice. I'm just scared he's going to pick out, that's why. I do not want to set up a trick room because King Gambit is there. But maybe I should have just protect and just matcha. No, okay. Nice. I don't know why he protect there, but I'm okay with that. One, two, teachers, doesn't matter. 3, 4. 4 kills. I'm actually just gonna ignore Sneasler, to be honest. I'm just gonna Rage Powder all the way, so yeah. Until I'm able to swap it into another one. Come on, King Gambit. I dare you to bring King Gambit. Last toys. Okay, nice. Okay, he might fake out. But I'm just gonna bullet. No. Yeah, I'm going to bullet seed. Bullet seed Rage Powder. Yeah, bullet seed Rage Powder. I think I outspeed you, to be honest. But you fake out. Okay. So, oh, let me think. Okay, let me check. Fine, I checked. Blastoise. Oh, he's faster. He's faster. Yeah, I should have protect and just matcha. That's my bad. That's my bad. I should just protect matcha. Because he can just water spout here. Wait. I outspeed Blastoise. Okay, Blastoise is slow. That's good to know. Blastoise is slow. I'm going to Tailwind. One, two, three. Okay, that's a crit, but I think it doesn't matter. 4, 5. Oh wow, it does matter. No, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Because that 5th one, it was already at pretty low health. You Dire Claw, I Tailwind, and I can just Hurricane into that Sneasel slot. So yeah. Okay, what a great game. Yeah, see this chat. King Gambit is there. I can tank a Sucker Punch, so that is fine. So yeah, and I'm going to Hurricane. You can Sucker Punch all you want, that's fine. So no wonder you're trying to trick room. Okay. 66. Okay, the next 30 will kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you Sash Sneasler? Yes, you are Snash Sneasler. But it's a little too late. Oh, you're confused. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It doesn't matter. I have an Archalodon at the back. You can do nothing against me. You can do nothing against me on that. Okay, what a great second game featuring what's his name? Heracross. Okay, I see you in the next battle. Okay, so this is going to be our last battle. Unfortunately, I don't really have games that have a defensive switch in and switch out. So maybe this time around I might be able to. So yeah. And I think this can be a good opportunity now. With actually, to be honest, I think I'll just deal with these two. I need Sneasler now because of Meganium. So yeah. And all the yeah. Sneasler is my late game sweeper. Excuse me. There might be some switch in and switch out in this game right now. So yeah. Pelipper, Buffkill, so yeah. So we are both going to set up a Tailwind, so yeah. So unfortunately, I'm not able to match up with their team, so yes. Oh, he has to flip turn. This Basket Agent has to flip turn. He should not Wave Crash. If he Wave Crash, okay, I don't mind that. I see win. Interesting. your pelipper is faster. So that means you are max speed. So after this, I'm going to white guard and get rid of that basque. Just stash, definitely. But it's but I'm okay with it. So I'm going to white guard and electroshock into basque. So that you can't IC with me. No, you wave. Okay, you just gotta wave. Annoying. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, that was a crit. Okay. I thought you were Scarf. I see you are trying to double down. Because it doesn't make sense for... Oh, that means... Okay, he's a swim. It's not adaptability. So yeah. Maybe that's the reason why. Okay. A little annoying, but oh well. I'm just gonna leave Pelipper over there. I don't think he can do anything against me. Let me think. He is most likely going to... No, I have white guard, so he can't designate him. Okay, because of this, I can't protect. So I'm just gonna double down into Hurricane and Meganium and Flash Cannon. So yeah. Okay, he protects. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. My last turn of Tailwind. Got the Hurricane and fake out into Pelipper. If he protects, so be it. At least I will get rid of... No, he swapped. Okay. So because of this gameplay, I'm actually going to close combat into Archelodon. And I'm going to set up a Tailwind. Actually, is Meganium fast? Meganium is 80, Mega Meganium is 80, so no, I don't need to set up a Tailwind. I will always outspeed. No! What are you doing? Why the Meganium did not... Maybe he gave up. I guess is that he could have given up. Okay, at least I managed to showcase some action from the other team members. Not all games you do need to use Heracross, so yeah. But at least it's an option, so I don't mind putting Sneasler at risk because I know, yeah, I did my counts. No, wait. Oh, wait, I almost threw out the game. I almost threw the game. Ah! Okay, the reason why I almost threw, yeah, normal. Okay, because Meganium has base speed 80. That's providing if you use a max speed. Providing if it's just go max HP and special attack, then yes, my Heracross will be able to outspeed because Mega Heracross has base speed 75. So yeah, but base Heracross has base speed of 85. So yeah, I almost threw the game. But I think it's fine because I have Sash, so I think it's still alright. Because I have Sash, I still have so many mons over here. One of my mons is going to be dead, but in the next turn, I will be able to get rid of one of their other mons anyway. So yeah, but yeah, and you have seen my Pelipper actually outspeed Meganium, so that means that Meganium is actually pretty slow. So I know. So because of that, most likely my mon is gonna outspeed. I mean, what my Heracross is gonna outspeed that Meganium. So yeah, what a great last game. Pretty good. So yeah, I guess that's that. I will see you in the replicate code to give you my conclusion for this team. So yeah, see you there. Okay, so yes, this is my replicate code, but I just realized one thing. I totally forgot to on the game audio. So yeah, I think by the time you watch up to over here, I think I will have played my other music to compensate with the gameplay over there. But oh my god, I'm so dumb. It's fine. But yeah. Back to the replicate code. The main idea, I think not many people knows about Heracross, so yeah, it has access to a pretty great coverage for Bullet Seed to deal with water type, especially Busker Legion and Milotic and Primarina, and Rock Blast mainly against Charizard or any other fire type like Incineroar Raw, so that can catch the opponent off guard. And Bullet Seed can also do damage against Garchomp decently well, but if it's a bulky variant, I did my calcs. I'm not so sure if I did mention in the intro, but yeah, it will 3-shot Bullet Seed will 3-shot into a bulky Garchomp, so just take note of that. But if you are using a helping hand, then I will be able to 2-shot against a bulky Garchomp. So yeah, just pay attention to that. But I think lately Garchomp I've been seeing a skill shot right now. So yeah, I think with a skill shot, I think Heracross can do well because skill shot you will increase your speed but lower your defense. So yeah, Bullet Seed is pretty great against Garchomp using that build. So yeah, otherwise most of the time my lead is actually using with Sneasler and Pelipper or Sneasler and Rotom. But Heracross, the main idea is to get rid of threats. If you are able to do neutral damage or super effective damage, then Heracross can work pretty well. So like let's say if the opponent is going to bring in Pelipper, yeah, Heracross can be a great answer against them to catch the opponent off guard or bait the opponent to Hurricane into my own Heracross. So yeah, that could also be an option. So like I will lead with Heracross and Pelipper so that I can set up my Tailwind. So that is an option for that. So yeah, but I think the main MVP of this team is actually Archelodon and Heracross. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, but otherwise I think the main lead is just your normal typical Archelodon set with Steelizer and Pelipper, or you can bait the opponent to stack up your stamina boost. I actually haven't tried, but it's actually pretty hard for me to do with. I don't get a chance to do with because yeah, I can actually Bullet Seed into my own Archelodon just so that I can stack up my defense, and then you can bring in your Sinistra to heal up. That could also be one way that you can do with, but I think that only works if the opponent recognize Heracross to be a threat. Then yes, they will try to get rid of your Heracross. When that case, then yes, I think you are able to set up with your stamina boost so that your Archelodon can be a bit tanky. So, but otherwise, yeah, I think Heracross, the main use of Heracross is very similar to a Busker Legion, so that in a late game sweeper, it can be used as a late game sweeper, or otherwise, you can just wreak havoc with just to kill summons. But otherwise, I think Heracross is also another good option to get rid of any Trick Room user, because most of the Trick Room is Psychic type. So like Fairy Giraffe, Slowbro, Pit Missile can just wreak havoc against them. So that is a pretty neat option over there too. So yeah, and yeah, if Heracross is also another great answer. I didn't play against Reef, but you can also do against Mimikyu. So that is one thing to take note over there. But otherwise, yeah, that is the gameplay. So as mentioned, the skill point spread, as you have seen, Rotom is faster than the Archaludon and Sinistcha, is so that, yeah, able to Electro Web to speed control for my Archaludon or Sinistcha to speed control and then be able to KO mons if possible. So yeah, but otherwise, Rotom and Archaludon is so that after a Tailwind you are able to outspeed all of the Pokemon, and for Sinistcha is to outspeed Mega Gengar. So you Shadow Ball can just one-shot Mega Gengar, providing if the Gengar is not a bulky variant. So just take note of that. But yeah, otherwise Sinistcha is a good counter against Mega Gengar. Excuse me. So yeah, I guess that's that. Let me know in the comments below whether you agree or you disagree with me. I feel that this team works pretty well. Oh yes, I also forgot to mention, yeah. Yes, there is a fire, water, grass core. But usually I don't use this core for my defensive variant, but if I ever need to, that could also be an option. But otherwise, I think Archaludon and Heracross is the main defensive sword main. So that's the usual route of using this team. So yeah, otherwise you can, because Heracross is a little bit bulky, I mean based on his base stats a little, so that yeah, I'm able to tank Flare Bliss and Pop and a bulky variant of Power Wizard Heatwave. So yeah, then yeah, you can just have a sword in Pelipper and then you just Rock Blast, providing if you're not able to outspeed the Charizard Y. So that is another defensive variant for it. And yeah, Sneasel at the back, just do his typical set of Faking Out and Dire Claw. So yeah, this team weakness is Floret. I don't have much gameplay against Floret, but I feel that yeah, Floret is still a big counter against my team. So just let me know in the comments below whether how you can deal with Floret. So yeah. But yeah, I guess that's that. Let me know in the comments below whether you agree or disagree with me, and what is your any other Archaludon team. Take note, if you want to use my replicating code, you need to have all the Pokemon, help item, and some victory points. So just take note of that. So yeah, otherwise that's that. Until then, I will see you next time in the next video. Bye.